Hey guys, welcome back to Exploring Temecula. Today we're going to talk about the cost of living in Temecula in 2020. I'm getting tons of buyer calls from all over the country, so I thought this would be a good video for everybody to understand sort of if you want to move here, what is it going to cost you? We love it here. All of our videos pertain to Temecula and the surrounding area, so if you are interested in moving to Temecula, make sure you subscribe down below. We also have home searches now in every single one of our videos. Look in the description, just click on the link, and you will have a home search that you can search. We're not going to ask you for your information, just if you do plan on moving or if you do eventually move to Temecula, give us a call. We'd love to help. We are owner and brokers of Greenleaf Real Estate here in Temecula. My wife's a licensed appraiser. We now have a certified buyer specialist just for our buyers coming into Temecula. So make sure you reach out. We'll get you a beautiful home and get the job done for you. Thank you very much. Let's get into the video. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to talk about is housing, and depending on where you are living in the United States, Temecula housing could be really expensive or it could be very inexpensive. In Southern California, generally speaking, Temecula is a really inexpensive, safe, awesome place to live. If you're comparing it to a lot of places in the Midwest, it's going to be very expensive. I would say on average, if you wanted to come to Temecula and buy a 4-bedroom home that's around 2,000, 2,500 square feet, you're going to be around $500,000 to $550,000. Now, on top of that, you have to understand that there are taxes involved when purchasing a home in Temecula or any place for that matter. The tax base is going to be around 1.1 to 1.2% in this area. And then on newer home builds, you're going to have tax rates anywhere from 1.7 all the way up to 2%. So just be aware of that. You know, taxes are going to differ depending on what development you actually want to buy in. When it comes to rentals, renting is going to be anywhere, again, for a 2,000 square foot home, you're going to be anywhere from $2,100 to $2,500 a month. I want to warn you that if you try and rent a property, it's getting more difficult. So they're going to want to pull your credit. They're going to want to verify your proof of funds and your job, how much money you have in your bank account, that sort of thing. And also many rentals do not allow pets. Okay, so next up, bills, water, electricity, TV, internet, trash. Just generally speaking, TV and internet is going to be around $120 a month. That's going to get you, I think it's a 500 megabyte download speed and a basic cable channel. Of course, lots of you are going to just use Netflix and Hulu. So that $50 of that basic package might go down to $20. When it comes to electricity, the biggest 3 or 4 months are going to be the summer months when it's hot here, 100 degrees, and your air conditioning is on constantly. You can get up to anywhere, I'm just going to say just generally, $200 to $400 a month depending on the size of your home. So just be aware of that. But after those 4 months, we're not really using much air conditioning. And even in the winter, yes, the heat does come on, but it's nothing like the 4 months in the summer. In regards to water, again, depends on your lot size, the restrictions. You know, some places might have larger lots, but they're zoned and they're allowed to use a little more water. For us, our lot, you know, you're going to be anywhere from $70 to $120 a month for water, depending on how much you're using, if you have a garden, if you have flowers. So in total, you know, I would say to be safe, $400 a month on average for your electricity, water, trash, and internet and TV. Okay, so next up, gas for your vehicle. As you probably know, California is really expensive when it comes to gas. 2 to 3 times more than most states throughout the country. Right now, gas is going to be around $3.50, I think, a gallon. Now, one of the benefits of Temecula is we do have a Costco, right out by the freeway. So many of the communities that you're going to live in, you're going to drive by Costco, it's about 50 cents per gallon cheaper than any other gas station around. So over the year, it really adds up, and it's a great benefit to have a gas station that really you have to almost pass by to get to the freeway every day. So Costco really does cut that cost. Gas is going to be more expensive than most places throughout the United States. Okay, groceries, really I find there's no difference throughout the United States or where I have lived in way of cost. And the one benefit that I find in California, especially Southern California, is that the produce is really good. Avocados, all the fruits and vegetables. We generally would go to Sprouts, just say on a Monday, and for 2 people, for $30 to $40, we could have enough vegetables and fruit for the whole week. So if you're into eating that sort of thing, which hopefully you are, vegetables, produce, just expect maybe for 2 people, a couple $100 a month you would spend at Sprouts. Things like wine, really inexpensive here. You wouldn't think that, but we often go to Trader Joe's and you can get nice bottles of wine anywhere from $6 all the way up to 11 or 12. So depending on the state, depending on taxes on alcohol, I would think that Temecula, or sorry, California, in regards to alcohol or wine prices, is going to be either cheaper or on par to most places throughout the United States. Food, meats, chicken, salmon, we do a lot of that at Costco. You can get a whole chicken at Costco for $6. Salmon's going to be around $9.99 a pound. So I would say, to be safe, your budget for 2 people would probably be anywhere from $150 to $200 a week. That might even be on the high side of everything that you're going to eat. You could probably get away with $200 for 3 to 4 people if you really budget your money and watch what you're spending it on. So total for the month, for 2 people, let's call it, $600. For 4 people, $800. But it's really not as expensive as somebody might think. And the quality of our produce in Southern California is really good. Okay, let's go into restaurants. In Temecula, there's a lot of them, a lot of competition, same sort of thing throughout Southern California. So generally speaking, restaurants are going to be pretty good. Personally, during the week, one of our favorite things to do is go to happy hour. Lots of happy hours in Southern California. Temecula specifically, you could say a yard house where you can go get $6 appetizers, wine Wednesdays, half off bottles of wine. So if you're tired of cooking on a Wednesday, you can go get 2 or 3 dishes at Yard House, get a bottle of wine, and it's going to be around $40. So really inexpensive way to go in regards to restaurants is happy hour. Now, if you want to go out during the weekend, you have options. You can go to wineries. A lot of the wineries have brunches. Old Town Temecula, there's lots of restaurants down there that we enjoy. I would say that those areas are going to be a little more expensive than just the average area in Temecula, but you're also getting other things with that. Lots of people, a fun vibe down in Old Town, very relaxing. Obviously the wineries are really cool to go out and hang out for the day in in wine country of Temecula. So we've done, lots of brunches. We've been down to Old Town many times. We do have our favorites, but generally speaking, both areas are going to be lots of fun, and you will probably end up spending anywhere from $80 to $100 for a night out with 2 dinners and some drinks. Just to be, upfront. Sometimes there's Groupons for wine tasting, which will be anywhere from $20 to $30. I suggest you check that out if you're not looking to go eat. Get a Groupon, try some of these wineries out before you join, and find out what winery you actually like. So next up, golf and the outdoors. There's lots of hiking, which is free. Golf is really obviously a draw to this area because of the weather. One thing I can say, and I've mentioned it in many other videos, is there are tons of courses within Temecula or the surrounding area that you can play for 40 bucks, routinely through the week, and 50 on the weekends. Sometimes even get down to 30 or below that. You know, so it really is an awesome place for golf for the price. When you go to Orange County or San Diego, you definitely are going to start spending a little more money on golf. So that's why I love it here for that reason. A few of the golf courses in Temecula, you know, Red Hawk, Cross Creek, you know, Temecula Hills, Journey of Pechanga. Okay, so finally, I just wanted to sort of give numbers that I feel that, you know, for just say a family of 3 or 4, I would say that if you wanted to live in Temecula and have a decent life, quality of life, you're going to be in between $5,000 and $6,000 a month. That's just my opinion. Now, some people are different than others. I enjoy going out, having a drink here, going to a restaurant once a week. If you actually stayed in your house, cooked all your meals, and really didn't do much, you know, outside activities, obviously that number could be lower or much higher. If you have kids, you know, they're going to be playing sports, you're going to probably be using more gas. So there's so many variables that, you know, would or are going to add or lessen the cost for a family of 3 or 4, but generally, you know, let's say $5,000 to $6,000 a month, and you will be able to live comfortably. Okay, finally, couples. If you're a younger couple and you don't mind living in a townhome or condo to start off with, you could probably find something for $1,700-1,800, and, you know, food, everything included. You could probably realistically be around $4,000, $4,500 for the month. And again, that isn't doing something all the time, but that would definitely give you, you know, a decent lifestyle, going to the pool at your community, you know, going to do some wine tasting maybe once or twice a month, and going out maybe once or twice a month. So there you have it, guys. Cost of living in Temecula. Hopefully that helped. Hopefully it gave you some, you know, ideas of what you can expect to pay if you move here. If you like our videos, if you are interested in Temecula, subscribe to our channel. We do 2 or 3 videos a week. We want to help you, especially if you move here. Call us, Greenleaf Real Estate. I'm broker here, and my wife is also a licensed appraiser. We've just hired a buyer specialist for the area, so you're in good hands. And make sure you remember there is a home search in the description. Thank you very much, and until next time, exploring Temecula.